Has anyone ever told you that you need an audience before you can sell digital products? Well, that's and in this video, I'm gonna prove it. I've made $40 million selling digital products. In fact, I wrote a Wall Street Journal and USA Today bestseller on the topic. And when I started, I was a pizza guy with 0 followers. I'm gonna walk you through what I call the paid presentation method. 3 steps to create digital products people actually want, sell them without an audience, and turn those customers into premium clients paying thousands. So if you've been trying to build an audience first, well, after this video, you will never try to do that again because you don't need to. So I want you to view this in 3 stages, right? Stage 1 is gonna be your free content. This is content you do not charge for. This could be anything from YouTube videos to Instagram videos. It could be ads. It could be content that you put in ads that you run to get leads. Free content, stuff you don't charge for. The next thing is going to be your very first digital product, and I call this a paid presentation. Now, I'm not calling this a course. I'm not calling this a template. I'm not calling this a cheat sheet. I'm not calling this a tool. I'm calling it a paid presentation because this is the one product you can sell that will make you way more money than you could possibly imagine. So, what is a paid presentation? It is a presentation that you can conduct live. You can sell a recording to it, but I recommend you do it live at first. That you could charge anywhere from $27, $47, $97. Okay, so basically it's low ticket. It's cheap. Now, the point of this product is not to make money. You will make money, you will make some money from it, but that's not where the real money is made. The real money is made in a premium offer. But here's the thing. In a premium offer, most people, if they want to sell something that costs thousands of dollars, they think that they have to do these grinding sales calls, or they have to have a sales team, or they have to have like a huge brand online, or they have to have a big audience. And this is just fundamentally untrue. And I know this because I lived it. So let me just map this out for you. If I have free content around a certain topic, and then I sell you a $47, $97, whatever, paid presentation where I help you more about that topic, I provide additional help on that topic, well, what's gonna happen is a certain amount of people that attend this presentation are gonna want more help, all right? And those are the people that are gonna take your premium offer. So I'll give you an example. Last week, I did the $1 million webinar workshop. And why is that? It's because in my career, I've made the most money doing webinars. So 10 days prior to this paid presentation, I did a ton of free content on webinars. I drove that free content to buy my paid presentation, which was a $97 workshop on how I do webinars. We had some upsells, etc. I had made $30,000 just from the paid presentation. So when you say, well, I don't know what to sell, well, if you have a problem that you talk about in your content, you can make a presentation where you talk and go deeper on that problem and answer questions on that presentation. You charge money to come. At the end of that presentation, you say, okay guys, if you want to work closer with me, fill out an application. And that's what I did on this particular event. Well, a certain amount of people filled out an application, and so far we've done $130,000 in sales for our premium offer. So here's why I believe the first digital product you should ever sell is a paid presentation, because by its very nature, you're going to get higher end clients. Like if you don't have anything, you do have something. You have one-on-one coaching. Because if you create content on how to solve a problem, you sell people into a paid presentation going deeper on that problem, they attend, you help them in a group setting, and then you go, would you like to work with me one-on-one, fill out an application? You don't have to create anything. All you do is schedule a Zoom call or a series of Zoom calls, and you help them one-on-one. When I first got started, my first actual decent charge offer was one-on-one coaching. And all I did was schedule a Zoom call, and I helped the person. And then after 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 clients, helping them one-on-one, I started to realize that I started getting the same questions. And when I got the same questions, I would make like little cheat sheets, little Google Docs, and I'd start giving them to the clients because I was like, well, wait a minute. I know what they're going to ask. I know what they're going to struggle with. So let me make these little resources. Let me give them to them. And so I learned so much more about my customer doing that. I was able to create things that eventually turned into a group coaching program, which is more scalable, or courses, which are more scalable. Sometimes you can charge a ton of money and just do like a multi-day workshop, an implementation workshop. People believe that when they sell information products, they're selling information, but they're not selling information, they're selling implementation. When I was in college, I was at Guitar Center, and a guy walks up to me. We started to chat. He realized that I actually knew a bit about recording guitar at home because, that's what I did. I recorded my own songs at home. And he said, I'm a guitarist and I'm just now getting into recording my own songs. Can I pay you $100 to come to my house and show me how to use my audio recording software? And I was a bit confused at this. I said, can't you just Google it? Like, why would you pay me that when you can Google it or watch YouTube videos for free? And he says, well, I consider myself a financially successful person. And one thing I've learned is I value my time. I don't want information. I would rather pay for implementation than get information for free. And when he said that, I was like, oh, wow. You see, people don't pay for information, they pay for implementation. When you put out free content and you help solve problems, there's going to be a certain amount of people who will pay you a small amount of money to learn more about the implementation. And then of those people, there will be even more people that will pay you more to get even more implementation and work with you closer. By the very nature of putting out free content, you've already created offers. All you have to do is increase the level of implementation, and now you got more and more offers you can create. Now you might ask, Dan, what should my paid presentation be about? That's a fantastic question. Imagine that there is a big macro problem, right? The big macro problem that you can solve. Well, inside of that macro problem, there's a bunch of micro problems. So if you were to, and I'm terrible at drawing engines, but let's just say that this is an engine. In this really weird looking engine, there's gonna be multiple parts, right? There's gonna be nuts, there's gonna be bolts, there's gonna be all these parts. If you just pick one of these, you just pick one of these nuts and bolts, and you pick that, the micro problem, and you do a paid presentation on that micro problem, you can help them, you can show them you can help them, and they will hire you to solve the big problem. So Tony Robbins has done this for decades at massive scale. His intro event, Unleash the Power Within, costs this much. Well, guess what that is? It's a paid presentation. But at that event, he sells you into Date with Destiny, which costs this much. And then at that event, he sells you into Business Mastery, which costs this much. And then at that event, he sells you into the Platinum Partners Program, which is this much. I think it's like $80-something thousand. You see, every level is a paid presentation for the next level. It's not a hack, it's how the biggest names on earth sell. So here's what you do. Here's the tactical advice on this. What you want to do is take your main offer and you want to ask, what is the one thing blocking people from wanting this? Build a paid presentation around that blocker. Now, if you take your paid presentation and you price it cheap, okay? $47, all right? Well, now you have this $47 offer that when people attend this paid presentation, a percentage of those people are going to go buy a much more expensive offer. However, it opens up a very good opportunity for you where you can now run ads to this paid presentation. So if you spend money on the ads and you can simply, through selling this and having maybe some upsells, you can then make roughly the same amount of money when you run ads to this paid presentation, and now you break even or you drastically reduce your cost. I mean, if you're paying $10 a lead and you spend $1,000 and you make $500 back, well, now you're paying only $5 a lead. And they're buyers, they're not freebie seekers, they're buyers. So that means when the percentage of those people go to buy the bigger thing, they're better, they're warmer, and they're going to convert better. And here's the great part. If you're thinking, well, Dan, you know, a lot of people are telling me to run ads to like a free lead magnet. Okay, cool. But here's something you haven't considered. When people go to a landing page, to a sales page for this paid presentation, if you use a two-step order form, that means that on the order form, it's going to ask for their name and their email. And then there's going to be a button. When they press this button, then it goes to a page where it asks for billing information. What happens is, if they enter their name and email here, they go to the billing page and then they don't finish. That's called abandoned cart. What it means is that you have got their name, you've got their email, they're on your email list. You have now acquired a lead. So if you run, say, $1,000 in ads to this, you make $500 back, you've now cut your cost in half for the people that have bought. However, you also will have a ton of leads that came from the abandoned cart. They're not there to get something for free. They at least thought about buying, but then they abandoned it. That's still better than somebody looking for something for free because they at least had the intent to buy. So now you got an email list full of buyers. You have actual buyers attending the paid presentation. Your list, your email list is just so much stronger. And so now when you go and you make the big offer, you're going to have a way higher conversion rate. This is how I've made so much money from digital products. It's properly planning. And what's great is if you solve one blocker with your paid presentation, you just find another blocker and you make another paid presentation around that. Just think about it this way. If this is your main offer right here, this is the thing that you really want people to buy, the high ticket thing, the thing that costs a lot of money, and you've got all of these paid presentations, okay, that you've made over time. You don't got to make them in a day or anything, but basically what these are is digital products that simply help people buy your bigger product. Like if this paid presentation gets you a bunch of people on your email list, yes, all of these paid presentations flow to the main offer, right? More at-bats you have to help people build trust and build the main offer. But if you're running ads to this and you get half your money back, but you get all these people on your email list, well, now on your email list, you can promote your next one, and then you promote your next one, and then you promote your next one, and then you promote your next one. And here's what's crazy. If you got half your money back here, but then you promote this one, well, now you get all your money back. You probably get a profit. And then you promote this one, now you're really in the profit. And then you promote this one, now you're really in the profit. Then you promote this one, now you're really in the profit. That's all before you actually sold your high ticket. So you see, I've made millions of dollars selling these little offers, and then people just shoo in and buy the bigger offers. That's not a side hustle selling digital products. That's a machine. That's a real business. And that's how you sell digital products without an audience. You don't build followers, you build buyers. Now, if you want to go way deeper on presentation selling and how to actually script one of these presentations, whether free or paid, so that it not only helps people, but it psychologically leads them to want to buy your bigger offer, I have a workshop called the $1 Million Webinar Workshop. It's my approach to scripting a presentation that sells. I'm going to leave a link for that in the description, and there's two reasons why you might want to check it out. Number one, to see one of these paid presentations in action, because it is a paid presentation. And number two, to master one of the things you need to know when it comes to selling digital products, and that's how to script a great presentation so that people buy. And that's how I made $40 million selling digital products. You don't need to chase an audience. You need to build a staircase of digital products, paid presentations that turn strangers into buyers and buyers into premium clients. I've been doing this for 13 years. It's built me an amazing life. I now live in Dubai. I take care of my mom. I take care of my dad. And it all started with a pizza delivery guy who was sick of having an income ceiling over his head. If you want more help with this model, check out my $1 Million Webinar Workshop, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.